Okay. Thank you all for joining. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm truly, truly grateful. Okay, thank you, everyone. We want to come on live now. I'm starting soon. I just want to quickly set up my other device, and it's going to take a couple of seconds, just a few seconds, please, guys. I want to talk about a very interesting topic. As I slept last night, I was just like, okay, it's um it's 2 days or 3 days, 3 days into 2026, and there are certain things we don't want to do as we go into 2026. Please, if you cannot hear me, um just put it on the comment section, and I will be able to address it. So it's just it's been on my mind to talk about this very, very important discussion. And I think it's appropriate we talk about it as we go into 2026. Thank you guys for joining. Please stay with me. Thank you, Stephanie. I can see Stephanie Francis. I can see Stephanie Francis. That name. I can see Yabo Ju. I can see Sab to God Gets Powe, Mama Yvonne. Thank you guys for joining. Roshki, Simon. I just want to say thank you guys for joining. And we want to talk about a very, very interesting topic as we go into 2026. So, what I want to talk about today is a two-in-one topic. A two-in-one topic. It is forgive and make peace. You can say forgive and move on. You can say forgive and let go. It's all the same thing. I am saying forgive and make peace. I know you have loads and loads of questions for me. I am ready. And Kim also have joined. In Kim, I am ready to answer any question. Flory Bill, thank you for joining as well. I am ready to answer any question if you have any question to ask me. Like I said, forgive and make peace. We are going to look at the definition of forgiveness, and we're going to look at that of making peace. I have talked about peace before. You can go to my previous live broadcast. It's all there. So forgiveness means different thing to a lot of people. Forgiveness means different thing to you. To you, forgiveness can be moving on. To you, to the other person, forgiveness might be having a fresh start. To another person, forgiveness might be letting go. And to another person, forgiveness might be making peace. It's all the same thing, but from different perspective. However, forgiveness is an intentional decision to let go of anger and hurt. Now, please get this definition straight. Forgiveness is an intentional decision to let go of anger, to let go of hurt, and to let go of offense. Does it mean they never existed? No, they existed. But you just make that conscious and intentional decision to let it go, to let it slide. That is forgiveness. You watching me and listening to me today, you're not going to tell me in your life you've never forgive anyone. And you never tell me in your life you've never hurt or offended anyone. And you would never tell me that in your life you've never been offended and hurt, or you've never been angry. We all have been angry. We all have been offended. We all have offended people. We all have forgiven people, and some people has forgiven us even when we don't deserve it. So that is forgiveness. Forgiveness can help you break free. It can. I had to pen down some things because as I just pen down the important point, then I start building on it. Forgiveness can help you break free from the control of who offended you. Now, this is it. When you are being offended, you are being hurt, you put that person in control. You know why? Because that person controls what you think, the person controls your mood, the person controls your action, the person controls where you go, the person controls how you act. You know why the person is in control? Because you are holding anger and animosity on your inside. They control your productivity. You can't be productive because you are holding that person in your heart. But when you make that conscious and intentional decision to forgive, I am not saying it's that easy. No, we are coming there. I just want you to stay with me. Stay with me. I'm not the best teacher, but I tell you that I am great. I am great by the grace of God. I talk with so much confidence, not because I'm the best, but because I'm at peace with myself, and I've let go of anything that's going to put me back, that's going to put people in control over my life. Rather, I am in control of my life. I am the pilot of my life. I am the driver of my life. This is what forgiveness helps you do. When you make that conscious and intentional decision to forgive and make peace, you will be in control of yourself. Nobody's going to control when you should be happy. Nobody's going to control where you should go. Oh, this person is at that meeting. I'm not going. That person is already in control. The person is already controlling where you should go and where you should not go. Oh, this person is doing the same thing I'm doing. I'm not doing it again. You are not fulfilling destiny. That person is already in control because the person is doing what you intend to do or what you plan to do. And this person has offended you. You're going to put everything you wanted to do on hold because you are being offended. You're still holding that person in your heart. You don't want to grow. You don't want to grow. Forgiveness is that conscious and intentional decision. I'll let you go. Just let him fly. Let it fly. Just let it fly. Hold nothing back. Just let it fly. You know why? For your peace. You know why? It's going to put you in control. And you know why again? It's going to make you so understanding and empathic. We live in a world where people doesn't even have human sympathy. You know why? They've never been forgiven before, and they've never forgave before. We are going into 2026. Please don't go with that baggage. It's too heavy. Unforgiveness is too heavy to cross over into 2026. No, it's too heavy. It's a baggage that can give you hump behind you. And it's not a crime carrying load, but it's a crime carrying something that's not going to be useful to you. Did you get that? I'm going to say that again. It's not a crime carrying load, but it's a crime carrying something that is not going to be useful to you. That's what you do when you carry on forgiveness. It's a load. It just weighs you down. It just pulls you down, and it just pulls your productive ability. It pulls it down because you are not in the right frame of mind. You're not happy. You're not happy. Somebody put prayer heals. We are coming there, my sister or my brother. Don't worry. Prayer really heals. I'm going to talk, I am going to use myself. I said before when I started this discussion, I said, I am coming with my life experience. So I'm bringing myself as an experiment to you guys. Is it because I'm perfect? No. It's because I feel I have too many things on my inside that I need to share with people who cares and who wants to listen. It can also lead to a great level of understanding, compassion for the one who hurts you. Sometimes people hurt you because they are hurt themselves. Have you heard of this phrase? Only wounded people wound people. I'm saying that again. Only wounded people wound people. In my previous life section, I talked about people who treat others like a bean are people who themselves have been treated like a trash. If you have been treated so much so like a queen, you just want to treat people like a queen. But you've been treated like you don't matter. That's what you have. That's what you can. That's what you want to give to people. If you don't feel confident in yourself and you see a man or a woman who is confident, you feel less of yourself. And that's when you want to come up into a fight, into an argument, into offending people. Most especially when they've told you a couple of times that I really do not like this thing you're doing. They keep doing it. They're not healed. They're sick people. I'm sorry I'm saying this, but there are people who are still sick. They need to let go. So I have come to preach healing to you today. Healing. Forgiveness is healing. My brothers and my sisters, my friends, forgiveness is healing. Deep healing at that. Forgiveness is real healing. And guess what? This is the healing the doctors cannot give you. This is the healing you cannot, your family members cannot give you. Sometimes this is the healing that a therapist cannot even give you. But the therapist is going to try to talk. I'm like a therapist today. You're just going to talk and sow the seed. But it is the healing that you can give yourself. Forgiveness doesn't mean, let's talk about some misconception about forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. I like to discuss with my dad a lot. I told you guys before, my dad, my mom, my family members, every one of them, I like to discuss with them. So yesterday we were talking about forgiveness. That was one of the things that propelled this topic, this discussion. My dad said something like, forgive and forget. I said, no, Dad. That was what you guys knew before, but it's an incomplete truth. You don't forget. You don't forget. Forgiveness is a conscious and an intentional decision to let it go and let it slide. But you don't forget. You're not an animal that forget things so easily. You're not daft. You're not like, let's use a pet like a dog. Back in Africa, when we used to have dog, those days, when we used to trash them, like push them away. But they still come back to you. You know why? They're pets, they're animals. So they be like, they just forget what you did before. But humans, it's not possible with human. So that's one of the misconception of forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing and defending the harm and pain inflicted on you. If I offend you now, you make a conscious decision to forgive me, that's totally fine. But you're not going to excuse the harm I've done to you or the hurt I've put you through. It's still going to be there. As time goes, you heal. So forgiveness is a process. I personally have a problem with people, most especially sometimes speakers in whatever platform. I have a problem when they say, forgive and forget, forgive and forget. I'm like, what are they saying? Forgive and forget. Do they actually know forgiveness is a process? And do they actually know forgiveness is a journey? Do they actually know you don't just wake up one morning and say, I forgive? You need to first conceive it in your heart to say, I forgive. I just want to forgive. For those who are Christians, God help me to forgive. For those who are Muslims, God help me to forgive. For those who are Hindus, God help me to forgive. Whatever religion you are, God help me to forgive. And as you pray that prayer at first, it's a starting point. You may not forgive that instant. It could take hours, it could take days, it could even take months. But this is you walking through that journey into forgiveness, into forgiving those that has offended and hurt you. So, two misconceptions I have said. Forgiveness doesn't mean you have to forget. And forgiveness doesn't mean you have to excuse the harm and the wrong and the hurt and the pain that was inflicted on you. It's just you saying, I let it go. I let it go. When you forgive, sooner or later, you start healing. You just start healing. You just start healing. And that's when you see your life, you get your life back. You get your happiness back. You start doing those things that you like, that you love to do. We'll talk about that. Okay. Forgiveness. It doesn't also mean making up with the person and moving on with the person. Okay, let's talk about this. I'm going to use religion as an example so you can get it straight. Most of the time, okay, let me not use religion. You can forgive and not get this straight. Please do not misunderstand me. You can forgive and not be with the person in the same space, but you can forgive. Now, it's a two-way thing. It depends on what you want. You can say, I forgive you. We start doing things together again. While others say, I forgive you, but I think it will be best if we do things differently. It's a two-way thing. Most times, some people want you to forgive and start all over again. But sometimes it doesn't work like that. We humans, we are different. Hello, ma. What do you do if You say you have forgiven someone and still get angry when you see them. You're healing. I won't say you've not forgiven. I think you're healing. Thank you for asking that question. It's a very important question. You are healing. So give yourself time to heal. I've been there before. I forgave. I prayed that God help me forgive. I want to forgive. I don't want to hold this in my heart. I did forgive, but when I see this person, I get a little bit angry again. I feel so hurt. Sometimes I cry. Sometimes I cried, like, why did this person actually do this to me? Why? Why did they do this to me? Why did this person do this to me? I saw that I was praying and I was like, God, if you come now, I will make heaven, because I said I'm forgiven. But why do I still feel angry when I see, why do I still feel angry? God said, you're healing. Don't worry, I'll do the job. Guess what? As time goes on, it stopped. I am no more angry. So that moment, I have forgiven, and when I see them, I still get a little bit angry. It's not because I've not forgiven, it's because I was in my healing process. I was in my journey. So you who asked that question, you are in your journey, a journey of healing, not a journey of forgiveness. You have passed that stage. You are in a journey of healing. You're going to heal. I believe you and I pray you're going to heal. You're going to heal. God is going to heal your heart. Every single one of us have been broken at one place or the other, or in different places, but we are healing. Okay. Forgiveness doesn't mean completely making up with the person. I think it's a personal thing. You can forgive and make peace with the person, and you can forgive and say, okay, I think we need to do things differently. That's going to help us. Thank you so much. Amen. Another thing is forgiveness brings a certain measure of peace that allows you to focus on yourself and helps you grow in life. I said it before. If you don't forgive, it's going to pull you down. I said it's no crime to carry load, but it's a crime to carry loads that are not useful and not going to be useful to you. Forgiveness brings to your life that measure of peace that's going to lead to your growth, to your productivity, and it's going to help you focus on yourself. Let me tell you, this is how it works. If you don't forgive, every single day, you keep thinking about the hurt that was done to you. You keep seeing the people that has offended you, or the person that has offended you in your head, in your eyes, in your mind. You just keep seeing all of these things. You keep seeing them every single time. You keep seeing them. You keep seeing them. You keep seeing them. But when you forgive, you tell yourself, it's time to focus on me. I like to do this. You know me, I like to cook and I like to sing. I just get the zeal. I get the zeal to sing. I get the zeal to cook. In my head, I'm like, what if I mash potatoes and I do it like this, I do it like this? I just create something. So it gives you an opportunity to focus on you, on your growth, on your productivity. That's what forgiveness helps you do. But if you hold them in your heart, you will never grow. You will never focus on yourself. Rather, you focus on them and you watch them achieving their dream while you are stuck there. Now let's talk. I want to talk Okay, let me give this a scenario or this example. There were two sons. This man had two sons, and he was a very, very chronic drunk. He was a severe drunk. So when these two sons grew up, one of them was a total failure, and the other was so successful. And as they asked question, why did you fail? Why are you like this? Why did you fail? He said, my dad caused it. Thank you, Flick Snippet, for your like. I'm grateful. Thank you for coming on my live. They asked the successful one, why are you so successful? He said, my dad. So these are two different people. One is a failure and one is a success. Why did you fail? My dad. Thank you, Flick Snippet. Why did you fail? My dad. Why are you so successful? My dad. That one said, the failure said, my dad was a drunk, a very chronic drunk. I ended up like him. And the successful one said, my dad was a drunk, a very chronic drunk. I don't want to be like him. Did that sink? Yes. Yes. It sank deeply. So you can see that a scenario can either make you successful or make you failure. It depends on you. A scenario, a circumstances can either make you a failure or a success. Everything strongly depends on you. Where did you channel that scenario to? Did you channel it into failing or did you channel it into succeeding? That's what I've come to tell you today. I've come to preach the sermon of forgiveness. Now you're going to decide if you're going to allow someone who has offended you lead you into failure or someone who has offended you lead you into succeeding. The choice is yours. My job here, my duty here is to drop the message for you as we go into 2026. No matter the question, no matter the offense, the level and the magnitude of the offense, the decision is yours. It's yours to make. Let's talk about importance of forgiveness. Importance of forgiveness. Do you think forgiveness doesn't have any importance? Can you please give me 3 seconds? Thank you, guys. It was so cold. I needed to go turn on the heater. It was so cold. Okay, let's talk about the importance of forgiveness. Do you think forgiveness does not have importance? Yes. Forgiveness does have importance, and we're going to talk about it. Maybe I'm not going to exhaustively or I'm not going to complete this forgiveness topic. I'm going to come again live in the evening. I'm going to notify everybody on my timeline and on my page. I'm going to notify everybody what time I'm going to be coming on live. And maybe I'm going to be hosting a guest, just adding a guest. So we trash this topic once and for all. We're going into 2026. I want you to go into 2026 with a light chest, a very light one. I want you to go into 2026 happy and excited. I want you to go into 2026 joyful, very joyful that your joy will be so contagious. Thank you so much, Promising Kim. Thank you so much. I am grateful. And thank you, Flick Snippet, for the gift, the stars, the roses. Thank you. I'm very grateful. Okay. One importance of forgiveness is that it improves your self-esteem and your self-confidence. Clap for that. It improves your self-esteem and you're self-confident. You don't hold anybody in your heart. You're not holding anybody in your heart. You are productive. Now, tell me a productive woman who is not a confident woman. Tell me. Tell me a productive woman who is not a confident woman. Tell me a productive man who is not a confident man. And how do you end up being productive? When you forgive. When you forgive, it gives you room to focus on you. And when you focus on you, you build you become confident. And when you become confident, you have a great self-esteem. I've worked in a couple of places and I see people with low self-esteem. I'd be like, what can I do? Now, there is a difference between being proud and having your confidence. Having your confidence is you setting boundaries for yourself that people do not need to cross. Having your confidence is you being confident enough to talk about what you like and what you do not like. Having your confidence is you standing up for yourself when you have to. Not rudely, not arrogantly, not arrogantly. Having your confidence is you saying, let's stop it here. That's what your confidence is. And when you forgive, it builds your confidence. It builds your self-esteem. One of the propeller of jealousy is low self-esteem. I'll say that again. One of the propeller and the fueler of jealousy is low self-esteem. And this is so common amongst women. This is so common amongst women. In the first place, I just ask myself, why do we have to beef each other? Why do we have to fight? Why do we have to tear each other apart? Why? Why? Why do we have to damage and destroy ourselves because of a common piece of cloth? A common piece of cotton? Nah. Build your confidence. Appreciate yourselves. Appreciate yourself. We will do a topic on value. We will do a topic on building your self-confidence. How to build your confidence. Building your confidence is not in what you wear, the makeup you're wearing, the hairs you're wearing. No. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Promise and Flick Snippet. Thank you so much. You're my gifters for today. Thank you. Forgiveness builds your self-confidence and it builds your self-esteem. If you do not forgive, you're going to lock yourself in the house. You by yourself, you cry all day. You're grumpy. You're sad. You're weighed down. You are even belittled by those who have offended you because you put them in control of your life. You are belittled by the one who has offended you because they're in control of your life. They are like holding the remote. Have a remote. They are like holding the remote to your life. Look. Oh, he's doing too much. He's doing too much. I'm going to offend him. When I offend him, he's going to shut up. Do you think people just offend you like that? Some people offend you without knowing, while some knows what they're doing. They're offending you because they know it gets to you. They offend because you know or they know you're going to play by their rule when they offend you. If they want you to be quiet, they offend you. And when they offend you, you become quiet, you lock yourself inside. Tested and trusted. Tested and trusted. This life here is an example. Do you think they don't know what they're doing, or he doesn't know what he's doing, or she doesn't know what she's doing? They do. He does. She does. Sometimes they don't. She doesn't. He doesn't. But let's talk about the both scenario. What if he does? What if he does? What if she does? Putting them in control over you. If they want to shut you up, they want to silence you, she wants to silence you or he wants to silence you, they do what you hate, what you've told them countless times you don't like. And when when you hold that animosity, you are at the back of your house, alone. They've been able to shut you up because you put them in control. I don't blame them. I don't blame him. You put him in control. You put her in control. Say no to unforgiveness as you go into 2026. Forgiveness is going to make you productive and it's going to make you self-focused. You focus on yourself and you build yourself, and it will improve your confidence and your self-esteem. Secondly, forgiveness. We're going to talk about the health, the medical aspect as well. It builds your heart. It gives you healthy heart, because no high blood pressure, no diabetes. All of us know the end product of high blood pressure is disastrous. You don't want to be there. Choose to forgive is for your health. Choose to forgive. Okay. Forgiveness lowers blood pressure and improves your immune system. Do you know that when you forgive, that's when you sleep better? Try forgiveness today and come and tell me later in the evening or tomorrow. Or even sometime next year, because I can't say it's automatic. It's a journey, like I said, it's a journey. And you have all the time, but you do not have all the time, because you don't know when it's going to be your last time on earth. I'm not preaching danger, but I'm just telling you, you never know when it's going to be the last time for you or for the person whom you're holding here. You never know when it's going to be the last time. It improves your immune system. You just sleep better and you wake up happy. My colleagues at work say, Blessing, you are so happy today. You're so happy. You're so happy. I said, I'm so happy. You know why? Because I sleep good. Even if it's just 5 hours, I sleep good. I sleep good. And before, I used to have this facial, what do you call it? Acne and all sort of that. And that was a result. Oh, thank you, Flick Snippet. Thank you so much. That was as a result of so much stress. It wasn't just physical stress alone. It was mental stress and it was emotional stress. But as I stripped myself of these things, I just said to myself, Blessing, it is time. It is time to strip yourself of these things. And it was a conscious decision. I stripped myself of them. I stripped myself completely. I completely stripped myself of them. And guess what? I like myself when I see myself in the mirror. When you stand up and look at yourself in the mirror and you admire yourself, then you are at peace with yourself. Wherever you are, clap for yourself. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you admire yourself in the mirror. I look at myself in the mirror and I admire myself now in the mirror. That's because I stripped myself of everything that is not worth it. I stripped myself of the load of unforgiveness. We are coming to the part where Is it that easy? No, I'm coming there. Just calm down. Stay with me. I may not be able to extensively exhaust everything in this life morning or in this morning life, but I will be able to do justice to it in the evening. Let's carry on. Another thing is forgiveness reduces anxiety, stress and hostility. A lot of women today, let's talk women. Women, let's talk. A lot of women today have anxiety issue because a man somewhere, some time ago, some places offended them, broke their heart, shattered their heart and broke their heart into pieces. And you let that man define the woman you are now, and you let that man make you anxious for nothing while he's somewhere out there happy, excited, living his dream life. You are here soaking yourself in anxiety, soaking yourself in depression. No, you are wrong. You are putting that man in control of your life. You're making that man so happy to say, "Oh, I have conquered that one again." You are like a conqueror, or you are like the conquered. Yes, he is a conqueror. You are the conquered one. Because you are anxious. Anxious over what? Are you anxious over what you cannot afford? And I am a woman, so I know what makes women so anxious. You're anxious over your human hair, or you're anxious over wearing the latest sneakers or the latest jean, friend jean, mom jean, or are you anxious over moving abroad because your friend or your colleague somewhere moved abroad with his family? So that's why you're anxious? Or you're anxious because some man somewhere jilted you, he promised you marriage and didn't get married to you? Is that why you're anxious? Is that why you're hostile to your new you? No. Stop putting them in control. Stop putting him in control. Stop putting her in control. Be in control. I can see Angie. Thank you, Angie, for joining. Don't put them in control. Get up. Brace up. And focus on your new you. Tell yourself, I was this last year in 2025. In 2026, I want to be a walking joy. I want to be a walking productivity. I want to be a walking idea. I want to be a walking solution. I want to be a walking problem solver in 2026. Say no to anxiety. I have told you what you should do if you do not want to be anxious in 2026. If you don't want to be hostile, if you do not want to be stressed out, stay away from these things. I'm going to list them again. I've listed them before. I would list them again for the purpose of those who didn't hear me the first time. They would hear me now. And I will keep saying it because one way to learn is repetition. In 2026, if you don't want to be anxious, if you don't want to be stressed out, and if you do not want to be hostile, stay away from these things I'm about to list. Number one, stay away from people's post statuses, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Stay away from their post. If you know their post makes you anxious, stressed out, and hostile, and even angry, stay away from their post. Stay away from places places, scenarios that makes you stressed out, that makes you angry, that makes you hostile, and that makes you unproductive. Because one of the things that makes you to not forgive as well, or that makes you harbor animosity, is unproductivity. First thing, what did I say? People's posts, social media posts whatsoever. Secondly, places. Now you're going to ask me, what if I get my money from there? Why can't you get your money somewhere else? If you can get money from A, I'm sorry guys. If you can get money from A, you can get from B. What you just need to take is your value. You don't need to be stuck there. What you need to take is your value. Did I answer that unvocal question in your mind right now? What if I make from there? That is, what if it's my workplace, or what if it's my business place? And so, what? You can still live. Yes, you can still live. How do you live? Take your value from that location, take it somewhere else. Take your value from that place, take it somewhere else. And the third thing that's going to help you is stay away from people. People include family members, friends, colleagues, anybody. I didn't say hate. That's not what I said. Stay away until you are okay to be able to accept whatever. These three things is going to help you to conquer stress, anxiety, anger, bitterness, jealousy, hostility in 2026. We're talking forgiveness. You are supposed to know those things that triggers you. I've said this before. Know the things that triggers you and put a limit, a stop, not a limit, a stop to them. It triggers you, put a stop. The fifth one is forgiveness. Importance of forgiveness is that it improves your mental health. We are in a world today where we have people with mental health issues. Do you think they woke up one morning and have mental health issues? No. Something must have triggered it. It could be unforgiveness. It could be someone, it could be a loved one passing away. It could be loss, financial loss. It could be lack of achievement. It could be fighting over to achieve a certain goal, but you've not been able to achieve it. Thank you, Click Snippet again. These things bring mental health issues. But let's talk about forgiveness. When you forgive, it saves you from mental health issues. You have improved mental health because you have made a decision to forgive. Imagine I bring this teaching to you because you have been healed, you bring that same teaching. The other person has been healed, he brings that same teaching. Do you know that the mental health issue cases will be reduced? I'm not shutting up. I'm going to carry on doing life until I jack people up from that state, from that depressed state, I'm not stopping. That's what I've told myself I want to do. I am going to jack every single one who cares to listen up from that bed of depression. You don't need to be there. You listening to me and watching me now, you don't fit in there. That's not your bed. You're supposed to be lying on a bed of happiness and joy. What are you doing on that bed? Who said that bed is yours? It's not yours. I'm telling you this morning now, Blessing Imafidon is saying that bed of anxiety, that bed of depression, that bed of hate, unforgiveness, it's not yours. Go trash it. It needs to be in the skip, in the bin. Go trash it. Get up now. Get up. Get up and say to yourself, I let go and I focus. I make peace and I focus. I make peace and I focus on myself. I love myself. I want to be the best version of me. I want to be me. I want to be that pretty woman, that outstanding, sophisticated, confident woman in 2026. Same as men. Same as men. But you know what? I speak to women more because women are emotional beings. So they feel really, really, thank you so much, Felicity, but they feel really weighed down by the tiniest little things. So we need to speak to women more often. And men as well. Okay, let's go to the effect. The effect of not forgiving. Maybe I should end this live here and continue later in the evening, the same topic. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I should because it's an hour now and I don't want people to get bored and I don't want to just drop everything at once. I want to drop it so it can sink in. I'm going to stop here and continue later in the evening. I'm going to put the time. I'm going to put the time so you see. And I'm starting from effect of not forgiving. Unforgiveness has effects. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. You do not want to be there. So a recap of what we've said today is that forgiveness is not easy, but it's for your growth. Misconception of forgiveness is forgive and forget. Thank you so much, In-Kim Promise. Thank you for having a great time. We'll come back again in the evening. I hope you're here. Thank you for the gift as well. That's a misconception. You can't forgive and forget. You can forgive, but not forget. Another misconception is that forgive and let's move on, let's carry on. Like I said before, it is a personal thing. You can say, I forgive you, let's carry on. And another person can say, I forgive you, but I think we should do things differently now. It depends on what you want. And like a question that was raised, if I forgive, but I still feel angry when I see the person, does it mean I've not forgiven? You have forgiven. Thank you so much, Flixnipe. And thank you so much, Promise. You have forgiven. Like I said, you are in your healing journey. You are in your healing journey. So as time goes on, you will see that when you are completely healed, you don't feel angry anymore when you see them. You feel happy, thanking God you're not where you used to be. Another thing is that unforgiveness puts people in control of you. If you want to be in control of yourself, forgive. If you want to be in control of yourself, forgive. If you want to be you want to be that confident, high esteem woman, sophisticated and elegant woman and man. Forgive. If you want improved health, forgive. If you want improved mental health, it's a different thing to have good health and it's a different thing to have good mental health. Some people have good health, but their mental health is completely zero. If you want to have improved mental health, forgive. And if you have improved mental health, you know you're going to be productive. Everything is just like a circle. How am I going to explain this? It's like a circle. It's just from point A to point B to point C to point D. Now let's do it. Forgiveness leads to self-focus. And when you're self-focused, it leads to productivity. And can you please write this down for me as I say on the chat, please? Forgiveness leads to self-focus. Self-focus leads to productivity. Productivity leads to improved health. And improved health leads to self-confidence. I hope I can remember this again. Forgiveness leads to self-focus. Self-focus leads to productivity. Productivity leads to improved health. And improved health leads to self-confidence. I leave that with you guys today. And I want to say thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Promise. Thank you so much. I leave you guys now with this last quote that I've just said. Promise, you can just put it on the chat. You can put it on your platform. That's totally fine. And please put it somewhere that you can see every morning if you're struggling with unforgiveness. Put it somewhere where you can see it every morning. And as you keep saying it to yourself, you just keep working on your mind and you see yourself in the ocean of forgiveness. I will be back again in the evening to continue this topic on starting with effect of not forgiving or effect of unforgiveness. I want to say again, thank you guys for the stars. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the like. And thank you most importantly for listening to me. I'm not the best, but you choose to listen to me. This means so much to me, and I'm not taking this for granted. I just want to say I love you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for staying with me, and thank you for believing in me. God bless you.